Good morning, everyone. So I'm trying to get my camera not to blur here. So I was asked to look into the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong, and to see if they were going to grow in strength, if they were going to be reevaluated for more than they're currently worth. So the first card that came up with that was the 5, and 5s are a bit chaotic, as you can see. That's chaos. But 5s are a chaos that you can move through pretty easily. The thing about this is I want you to look. As this chaos is happening, there's something blooming in the background, okay? So the answer to that, and then with the wish fulfillment right above it, the answer to that is definitely yes. These two currencies are blooming, and they will bring in wish fulfillment, all right? So what's driving the entire reading, we got our yes, the Ace of Swords. And then, so what's driving this whole reading is yes, these things have a lot of strength. There's a little bit going on with it right now. I would say this matches the chaos, because in this strength card, remember I read every deck differently because they hold a different energy. With this strength card, there is something going on with it right now, but it is strong. That would kind of play into that chaos there, wouldn't it? Judgment is going to come in. Not judgment, but justice is going to come in. And so things are going to be reevaluated more fairly, I would assume. And then across from the question, there's going to be some shifts, big shifts that go on with this Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. And then everything's going to shift and come out on top. It's got the world right there at the head. And with the world, you can't go wrong, you guys. So again, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. I read the tarot. I was asked to look into this to see if they would be reevaluated and be worth more. And what I'm getting in these cards is yes, okay? So then the next thing that I was asked, I'm sorry about the glare. It's dark. It's early. The next thing that I was asked was, should people take their money out of the bank? And I just want everybody to know, when you're speaking with the universe, there's no shoulds, because the universe doesn't much care what you choose to do, because you're here on your own path. You're learning your own lesson, right? So I rephrased that question to, would it be safer if people took their money out of the bank? Because they wanted to know, would the money in the bank just be rolled over into the QFS system? So I said, tell me a story around that. So what's driving this whole reading, I want to show you guys, and I see if I can get this glare out of here. You see this? The Page of Wands is driving this entire reading. I mean, he's skating on thin ice, okay? So that right there tells me that money in the bank, the universe says, it's skating on thin ice, you guys. Like, probably not the greatest idea. And then you come up, driving the reading, not only is it skating on thin ice, there's going to be a lot of disappointments, okay? And then you come all the way up to the top. People are going to lose their shit. Literally, you guys. So, like, when information comes out about the stuff that's really going on with the banks, people are going to be overwhelmed. Some people are going to be, like, highly upset. See how she's just like, whoo, she's about ready to fall out onto all of these swords. The information just took her by surprise. So she's not happy at all. She's all off balance. She's off balance with the information. So this system is skating on thin ice. There are going to be many disappointments. It's very off balanced, you guys. So, over here over here representing the question, it says, you already know. You know what to do. You see, you've been given a lot of information around this journey, right? So you have all the information and the clear seeing around this journey to know that it's skating on thin ice. So over here, across from the fact that you already know, this is my careless behavior card. I'm trying to get you to be able to see it without all these glares. I'm so sorry. It's very early in the morning here. So if you look, these guys don't know anything. They're sitting in they're in the mouth of the fish. Look at the teeth on those fish. they're laughing and they're just ignoring the danger that they're in. They're being very, very careless. See how she's just dumping her feelings out onto her head? I mean, this is careless behavior moving forward. So again, not a financial advisor, survivor. It's probably the right term. There's no coincidence, right? Not a financial advisor, but according to this reading, you already know. You know enough, you see enough, you've been told enough about this journey to understand that these banks are skating on thin ice, and that people are going to be highly disappointed because these banks are unstable right now. And don't be careless moving forward. So that's what I'm getting anyways. That is what I'm getting, you guys. So that has to do with, getting your money out of the bank. And then this reading is all about the strength that is being built with the Vietnamese dong and the Iraqi dinar. And it looks like that is building strength. There's going to be some big shifts. It's already starting to bloom. There's some issues right now. But justice is coming in. There's going to be wish fulfillment, justice, and, then the world tops it all off at the top. So good things at the top, you guys. The world takes care of it. Creates like that fairness, that justice, right? Okay. So then the next question that I asked, I said, all right, so with all of these banking issues and whatnot, what I want to know is this starting to wake people up? Because we've had a lot of people asleep. It takes all different types of things, right? So some people came awake when the pandemic came in. Some people, the pandemic didn't wake them up, but making them wear a mask did. Some people didn't wake up with the mask, but they, woke up when there was the mandates with the shots. Some people didn't wake up with the mandates with the shots, but then having to get a booster for something they were told the first shot would take care of started to wake them up, okay? Some people woke up with the election fraud, so and some people are just waking up with all of the other little events as we go. So it's hard to say what's going to shake someone awake. So I asked if what's going on in the banking world right now is bringing people awake. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. So you betcha. It's not only bringing people awake, but it's creating leaders out of them. I guess if you're this late in the game and you're waking up, if you're waking up to this, you're probably waking up to other things, right? And it's making people feel righteous, and they want to come forward, and they want to lead and help people. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune has brought a lot of people back around, and they're starting to wake up. But not only are they waking up, but they're like ready to jump in the fight, you guys, and lead. So, some people are waking up because of what's happening in our school systems. It just depends on how a person's wired, I guess. What gets them up and running, right? So yeah, we're getting more leaders coming forward saying, we don't really like this world. Yes, this money system is kind of changing things. It's brought people back around to kind of seeing the truth, and even standing up and speaking out about it, and helping them get on like the path, although it feels very scary. People are like going through big shifts of death and rebirth, right? To come out on top, to be like in their power, standing in their power, celebrating. So we have a lot of people. This money system stuff is starting to wake people up. This piece of it is waking people up. They're understanding how the money has been kept from them, and how it's, they've been debt slaves. People are starting to realize how they've been debt slaves, and they're ready to start working on their own journey and figuring out how not to be indebted and enslaved to the system. So, like I said, it takes a little piece of this and a little piece of that and a little piece of that, and then a little more of this, and people begin to wake up. So, yeah, we've got some waking up just over this money system stuff, and that's good. We need more. We need more, right? We want them all to wake up. We want everyone to wake up. But free will and all, people have to wake up at their own pace, you guys. We can't force people or shake people awake. All right? So yes, it is. It does say that you'd be foolish to leave your money in the bank. Luke, come here, baby. My cat and my dog are going to fight any minute here. And yeah, it does say that the Vietnamese dong and the Chinese dinar have some things blooming in it. Looks a little chaotic right now. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out with some wish fulfillment on top. We got, I guess, they're gonna increase in value. Again, you guys, not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. I've set the healing intentions. Go ahead and breathe them in. Accept them for your highest and greatest good, only and always. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you found some value in it, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those things that help me beat the algorithm. Until next time, you guys, many, many blessings, much, much love from me to all of you. Take care.